So we're coming into Roswell, New Mexico. Home of the aliens. Just want to drive by through here and show everybody what Roswell, New Mexico looks like. And look, there's a sign for Pistachio Land.
Which we've been to, and they have wine tastings and all kinds of stuff. It's awesome. That's in Alamogordo, though.
Yep, free wine tastings.
Which is not far from here. So Roswell, New Mexico is known, anybody who knows anything about, in the 50s, supposedly a alien craft was found here, and it would actually be back out, it's outside of Roswell. Roswell is the closest town. It would actually be in the area where the state bottomless lake park is where it was found. They were called out, and being the closest city and the closest with the police department, etc., they went out there to check it out. So still unknown whether or not that was just bogus or if it was true, but it went to Area 51, which is in Nevada, not here. So y'all, this is where they supposedly landed, but this is not where they stayed. There's no secret facility where it's not Area 51 in New Mexico. They are in Nevada, so go wave at the folks in Nevada when you want to go see that. But expect to be faced with a bunch of military personnel with their guns out saying, "Do not cross this line, we will shoot to kill."
You know, I've always wanted to put one wheel over the line.
And we would die.
And see.
They will shoot to kill.
Exactly how many people showed up. Just one wheel.
So they have
Refuge.
They have Bitter Lake. We just passed a sign for Bitter Lake National Wildlife Refuge. Out here in New Mexico, you will see, Chris and I were just taking pictures just a little bit ago. You will see antelope, the pronghorn antelope, just all over the place here. It is amazing. And if you can see the trees that we're passing on the left, those are pistachio, pecan, etc. trees. That's where they farm them there. So we're crossing in, but the other thing that most people don't know about Roswell is that before the aliens, etc., this was actually a major location during traveling in the West. This was a massive location for cattle drives to come through. And so it was an itty-bitty town, just like an old West town, just like we've all heard of, but that doesn't exist here anymore. But at the time, that's what it was. It was a major drive-through for Texas, for cattle coming out of Texas to go north, or for, the cowboys traveling back, or the Montana bringing their beef down to Texas. This is a major thoroughfare that they came through grazing their cattle. So this used to be all open grazing lands. So they are part of the I think they call it the Santa Fe Trail. I'll have to look it up to remember, but it is part of the trail that people followed during the Old West. So there's a lot of history here with that. So it's not just alien, though. What's fun about Roswell is as we go through the town and you see the commercial buildings and stuff, you'll notice that a lot of them have aliens sitting on their sign or holding up their sign, or the cartoon alien. We just went past one. And and you'll see that as we go through town, and it's pretty because they're known for that, and they have a convention, a
UFO convention?
UFO convention here in Roswell every year. It's a very big deal. People come with video footage that they think they've caught of aliens and etc. And so it's a big deal. It is a big deal. Plus, there's still a lot of farms, livestock, etc. here. So it's a pretty cool Southwest town. The people here are super friendly, so sweet. They depend on the activities that happen when those things happen, when they get the convention and stuff like that. Tourism is a huge part of their income here.
Of their survival.
Yes. And not a lot of people people come for the UFO convention and all that stuff, but it's not as busy as it used to be.
It's a cool old military truck right there.
Yep. And I wish it was better for them, because it's not good to know that something that is such a huge part of the West history. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the aliens. I'm talking about the fact that this was a major area for so much of the West, crossing the West, the cattle drives, etc. This is huge. So it's kind of sad when you think about this little town is not as well off as they should be, because that kind of got lost in the shuffle. The alien thing became this major thing, which is great, but people seem to forget that this is also a major historical town.
Look at this place. It's called Alien Attack. Got a rocket ship outside of it.
Huh.
Space
so
Roswell.
You'll see all this stuff as we go. You'll see all these, and there's a lot of mystic stores and different stuff here. They have the Roswell UFO spacewalk. You can pay a little fee and do like a little fun, kind of cheesy spacewalk.
And hopefully we'll go by the donut shop that's got the alien on it.
Yeah, it's a Dunkin' Donuts with the aliens. Yep. Is it a Dunkin' Donuts or a Krispy Kreme?
I think it's a Krispy Kreme.
If it's a Krispy Kreme and their hot sign is on, we're driving through that fucker.
Yeah, we're definitely driving through there. I've been craving Krispy Kreme.
Mm-hmm. And we were in Nashville. We didn't even get any.
Nope. And a big Krispy Kreme is in Nashville.
Oh, God, there's several. They're all over, and I can't believe when I think about it that we did not even get Krispy Kreme, and we hadn't had those in years. See where we mess up? You'll see, like, they have a alien library here on the corner. They have a lot of stuff, and you'll see right here, there's a alien welcome to Roswell. Their welcome center has all aliens on it, but there's a lot more to Roswell than just aliens, and we all have to remember that this has got a huge history beyond that. So if you like Old West history and find stuff like that fascinating or interesting, this should be one of your stops if you're checking out Old West history. If you love Old West and aliens, this would be a great spot. They have the New Mexico Museum that we just passed, in a beautiful, beautiful old building made in the 1800s. Well, I should say built in the 1800s. And there's dispensaries, so if you like pot, here's a good place to come. It's legal.
Marijuana. Mary Jane. Hey, I know it, MJ.
So they have a DQ that runs year round. It gets cooler here, but doesn't get cold. Not like some of the northern states do. It's just this is a really cool little place. We've been here quite a few times. Us just driving through is unusual. Usually we actually stop, but we stopped in Lubbock last night instead, so we didn't come all the way out here to Roswell. Usually if we stay, we usually stay at the Best Western here in Roswell. Really nice place. Really nice people. There's a pizza place here run by actual Italians, and they have their own recipe, but they're they're not a late night place. They're only open for a very short window of time. It's like to 5, and there it is, Portofino's. Pasta, pizza.
That place was good.
It was really good. I had a white clam sauce pasta there that rivals some of the best places I've ever been in, and it was very inexpensive. It was, I think we got out of there for like $25.
Yeah.
And so it was like, for 2 people, drinks, meals, and we got out of there for $25. That's a really good deal. I think we may have, I say 25, but I think I'm rounding up when I say that. So this is a really cool town. It's very fun. Chris is taking us through the straightaway, so we're not going through a lot of the side streets that have a lot of things with the alien signs and stuff. And then they have wonderful. We're just passing through here, trying to head home. But look, they have a Hyundai dealership.
Yeah, Roswell.
And
Hyundai.
Nissan.
And there's Honda.
So.
It's not as small as you think it is.
Yeah, it's bigger than you think. It really is, but it's a lot of people think it's a really small town. It's not. It's actually pretty expanded. But if you wanted to live somewhere like here, you're better off to live somewhere here like here if you can do a remote job, because there is not a lot of employment opportunity here in Roswell. But unless you just want to work at the car dealership, or you want to work at the Dunkin' Donuts, which is not a bad deal nowadays. They're paying $16 an hour at the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
so
one of the alien places.
Yeah, if you want to do something like that, there's opportunities like that. But it's really very much retail and that kind of stuff. It's not big business. Roswell is surrounded by farms, cattle farms, goat farms, the whole 9 yards. So it's not but if you want to come out here,
city.
Yeah, it's not like that kind of big city kind of stuff. But like if you want property and you're looking for somewhere, Roswell does have a lot of property on the outskirts of it that is for sale, and there's some really beautiful points of property.
Hang on.
So we're passing out of Roswell now. We're going to go into the outside country where you're going to see the cattle lands and all the other stuff like that. There are some really nice houses here. The cost of living is pretty low, and the housing market is not bad. But I think I gave you guys as much information as I've got.
That's Roswell.
Yeah. Oh, Billy the Kid Casino is going to be opening here soon. Oh, and he used to actually come to Roswell, which is something that a lot of people don't know. These are one of the places he passed through when he was doing stuff. There's some really amazing art here. Artists and art is really beautiful. much a deserty, scrubby, as you guys can see. So it's not as, it's green, but it's not super green. So, and it says, thanks for visiting. And so now we're crossing out of Roswell.
All right, guys, that was Roswell, New Mexico. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.